my beloved, it is obvious to everyone who has any sense, any type of sound faculties, that we are living in perilous times. Now, when we look at all the various storms and reports of the HARP system and so forth, and so on, we understand. Now, I don't overstand. Some of us overstand. I have not received any divine revelations whatsoever on the system, but the way they have described to me what I've read is highly feasible. So let's just take it for a fact that these storms are being created by the government. Now, the powers that be, as I have told you many times, are serious about population reduction. These storms, my beloved, is a perfect backdrop for their agenda. We're going to devastate your home, possibly your place of employment. We're going to utterly throw you on the mercy of the system. We're not only going to destroy your belongings, but we're going to compensate those things that are valuable. You being in a desperate situation, you flee to a FEMA facility. Upon arriving to the FEMA facility, they take your cell phone and your weapons and whatever goods you may have. Now, at this point, you become utterly a nobody, a non-entity. We're going to put you in a toxic environment. We're going to feed you GMO foods or perhaps food that is altered to bring about sickness and disease and ultimately death. This is the perfect culling scenario by the powers that be, if indeed this is true. Now, something very fishy, in that you hear very little, you see very little, if any, live coverage, live viewing of these FEMA facilities. Walmarts established in your neighborhood flourish for a little while and then are closed down, and many of them are left supposedly abandoned. And where do they take you? To a Walmart. Now, the truth is often hid in plain sight. In Walmart, you can get martial law out of them. Then somebody did a post, whether it's true or not. Then they tell you the news is fake. So you can't trust anything. You don't know what to believe. You create a chaotic environment. You having nuclear threats from North Korea. Any day now, the end could come. Armageddon, mad, mutually assured destruction. Then you have a sniper shooting people in Las Vegas. These pose as distractions. Then you got Black Lives Matter. Then you got the kneeling at the national anthem and so forth and so on. All these distractions. But we're not hearing anything about what's going on at these FEMA facilities. Now they got FEMA barges where they can just ultimately throw you off the ship. And I'm just, saying these things. I have no divine revelation there whatsoever. But it's mighty strange to me that all these hundreds of thousands of people that have been affected, we got more coverage on what the Russians had to do with the election than the catastrophes that are taking place right here all around us in North America. So yes, this is the perfect storm and the perfect backdrop to eliminate members of society in mass numbers, doing it under the guise of rescue and saving individuals, but yet you isolate them. something is very strange. If I was you, I wouldn't go, beloved. I'm going to believe the masses of report, be they false or true. Don't you dare go to a FEMA facility. Tough it out. And by all means, prepare yourself in advance if you can. Arm yourself, my beloved, and obtain food and water and filters, whatever, that you need to survive for long periods of time. Hopefully you have family, relatives, friends, godly people that you can turn to for refuge. But under no means go to a FEMA facility. I mean, and when we consider Katrina, look at all this is documented, the toxic trailers that they put people in. And those trailers are still in use today, and people are still becoming ill and sick. You see, this is an all-out attack on the American people by the powers that be. By the overt government and the covert government. They're serious about population reduction, people. Now I know, man, you can't imagine that these kind of things are going on. But can you really trust them? Look at the president that we have in office at this time. Do you trust him? I trust him to do what must be done, because what he's doing is indeed appropriate for this hour. This is the end. Do you realize what time it is?